Hello. So what I want to talk about today is the maps that are available to you, the backpacker and hiker. So the first one's up, the ones that are most readily available to you, to your public, is the Ordnance Survey maps. And you've got two types or two scales, which are this one, the Land Ranger type, and this one, the Explorer. This one gives you more detail. This one, equally as good, gives you a wider area but less detail. Again, in later videos, I'll show you what all scales on that actually mean and what they mean to you as a hiker or backpacker. Ordnance Survey also do a laminated version of the Explorer map. It's quite chunky and thick, but there's more scope for taking it out in bad weather. Okay, great map, nothing wrong with it, but a little bit chunky. The next maps that's available to us is Harvey maps. Now, I absolutely rate these highly. They don't have as much detail as an Ordnance Survey map because they don't need it, because it's designed for you, the hill walker or hiker or backpacker or rambler, whatever. The only bad thing about them is that they only cover the main areas, national parks and them sort of places. So the coverage is limited, but as most people walk in national parks, etc., they've got fairly good coverage. They're fantastic maps. They have a little brother, the Ultra map, which is done on a 40k scale, which is obviously smaller than this one, but still a lot of detail. This one is my main map. As Americans would say, my go-to map. I always carry a copy of this. Okay, what I'm going to show you next is what I do when I'm going out on the hills or wherever. First of all, I got myself a subscription to Ordnance Survey maps, all done online via a computer or a smartphone, that kind of thing. What I do, I go to the area where I'm going to be hiking or backpacking, and I will print out that area on the map. Now, I started by printing on normal paper and putting that inside a map case or a sleeve of some sort. It worked, but it wasn't good. And then I evolved to laminating them, which worked well, but they had a certain stiffness to them, okay, which was hard to carry in a pocket because you always wanted to correct yourself back to the shape of the lamination. So I stumbled across the good old Harveys and the way they print theirs, and I got myself some waterproof and tear-proof paper. Unfortunately, I've got a laser printer, so I can print that area onto waterproof paper. Let me just find one for you. And here it is. So wherever I'm going, like the last hike was on the North Yorkshire Moors, print that out onto waterproof paper with a laser printer. Now, I'm not sure how it would work with a inkjet type printer, but it's worth a try, I suppose. But if you can get access to a laser printer, I certainly would do. Fantastic bit of kit, but your area is limited. What I tend to do is print on both sides, so I'll get the wider area. Yeah. And if I need more area and it's not available on my Harvey map, let's put more of these and stash them. Perfect. Okay, I can fold it up, small like that, no space, put it in a pocket, and my chest pocket's there, so I've already got it at hand when I need to refer to it, and I think it's absolutely a fantastic way of navigating yourself around the hills and various trails. Okay, so my go-to, I've said it go-to, my main maps are printed onto waterproof paper, and I take that, if it's available, for the wider area. If that's not available, say I'm going somewhere that's not printed by Harvey, I'll take several of these and just stash them and use them as I need them. And it works really well. Many other styles of maps available to you. There's orienteering maps. Harvey also do a range of mountaintop maps, like a Ben Nevis, Scafell, and Findy. One in particular, if you've got bad eyesight, like I obviously have, there's a firm called Yellow, and they print maps using the Ordnance Survey data, but in a larger scale. For example, this is 1 in 16. So if you've got difficulty with eyesight, it's easier to see the detail on the map because of the bigger print. But if you've got an Ordnance Survey subscription, you can also print these bigger, so you've got more detail for that area. So this is looking like the winner every time for me. Yeah, that's not dissing or disrespecting any of the other type maps. If you use them, perfect. I use them as well. All right, but I think this really works. So if you need any more information, how to print them off, etc., leave some comments below, and hopefully I can answer your questions. Now, what I'll be going on to next is how to use the symbols mean. I'll be going into the fine detail, and it's going to be a series of videos. It's going to take some time to put together, so bear with me on it. But at the end of it, it should be quite a good collection to get you started in navigating out of the hills. Now, not disrespecting GPS, I use it. When I'm out there, I've got a SatMap 20, and I will take that out and say I'm macro navigating, as they call it nowadays, which is fine detail navigating. I'll use that to confirm your position. It's like someone saying to you, yeah, you're correct, and that's a good reassurance of wherever you are. But I don't use it all the time. Okay, I just use it as an aid to navigation. My main navigation are the maps, and I strongly suggest yours as well. No choice. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them below. I'll try and answer them for you. And take care. To the next video. Bye bye now.